Okay, there we go. Now it's working. So, a slight little OBS error-ish before things started off, but everything is working now. So, we're going to be doing some more Decidueye egg hatching. I know that we've been sort of scheduling stuff later, at least like later in the day than your normal. But this kind of was like our original streaming time, and I'm thinking of maybe moving stuff to be a bit later in the day going forward. Just trying to experiment a little bit with things. Just kind of see how things go, because I am trying to get back, the swing of recording stuff and recording series, and having, stream in the middle of the day and a thing upload in the middle of the day doesn't really mesh well. So we're kind of experimenting a little bit. But how you doing, Kayla? Hope you're doing good. I am doing very well. Hope you're doing good. And our first eggs are actually going to be hatching right about now. So yeah, not certain how long like all these streams going forward are actually going to be, like, of course we'll stream a bit later in the day, but yeah, it'll be interesting. But how you doing, Omar? Welcome back. Hope all you guys are doing pretty well. And I think we're probably going to take things a bit slower, compared to what we were doing before. Before we were trying to hunt outbreak, trying to do everything. I think going forward, at least for a while, what we're going to be doing is like just hatching eggs for a bit. But how you doing? Welcome in Always More Videos. Can one of the mods please go grab Always More Videos link? How you doing? Hope you're doing pretty well. I certainly know I am. I am having a fun time preparing for my match in the Elite Battle League this week against Humberto, reigning Elite Battle League champion, who I'm going up against on Thursday, because probably Friday is not going to work, because I know he is like going out of town for something like that, so we'll probably be doing it on Thursday. Oh, nice! Happy birthday, Rabbit! Happy birthday! Thank you very much, Kayla, for doing that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing the battles, and I'm looking forward to, playoffs, because I think for the Elite Battle League, I am guaranteed a playoff spot right now. My sweep last week, and I think just like the general overall standings right now of the Mega Division is pretty much putting me in like striking range of like the third place spot for the division. So I think I am definitely moving on into the playoffs, which is going to be good. First season doing the EBL, and I'm already in playoffs, which I'm happy about. Whether I will win or not remains to be seen, and I'm not 100% positive if I can, because that means probably going to go up against Timmy again, probably going to be going up against Sly, both of whom have been absolutely shredding things lately. But how you doing, Nafy? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I saw that you got your shiny Regirock a bit ago, at least. But how you been, Nafy? Hope you're doing pretty good. But yeah, things are going pretty well. Again, we're just gonna be taking it slow, hatching a whole bunch of our Rowlet ball eggs, because we gotta get the Rowlet eggs. Happy little Rowlet ball today. Yeah, pretty good. Alright. I'm doing pretty well, Nafy. Doing pretty good. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like. Oh, trust me, Nafy, I feel your pain on that with regards to my Dynamax Adventures Shiny Ho-Oh hunt. I am right there with you. But yeah, if you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. There's actually nothing else I think I was want to say. Barrascuda, we are not going to be doing that outbreak here. This is not worth it to hunt. We're not going to be doing outbreaks today. I want to just focus on hatching Rowlet eggs right now. And I don't really think that I want to like focus too heavily on anything else. Because I want to get working on these Masuda hunts. Because they are starting to pile up. But, I mean, I enjoy the Masuda hunts. I think they're entertaining. Yeah, Elite Battle League going pretty well. I'm very much looking forward to what playoffs and stuff bring. Aside from the fact that I am more likely than not going to need to face Timmy and or Sly. Like, that's... Like, I faced Timmy once. I've faced Timmy before, and that match was a bloodbath. But I think if I go again, it could be a bit of a different fight, so I think it'll be interesting. But we are not talking about the Elite Battle League, we are talking about shinies right now. So, let's get some shiny hunting in. That's going to be, I believe, 70. 170, not. I've started up Ready Steel because clearly haven't learned my lesson. Yeah. I mean, that is us with shiny hunting. I mean, again, 5 times over odds Dynamax Adventures shiny Ho-Oh, 1 year long of a shiny hunt, and it still hasn't appeared yet. I am over 3 times odds on my Masuda Froakie. After the first one went over double odds, so I am now functionally 5 times over odds for a single Froakie. And I am just kind of wanting to strangle the stupid frog. But I don't learn, because, like, we never learn. Which is why we just keep walking in circles, quite literally, as we try to hatch for eggs of a Pokemon that is slightly off-colored. Like, we are gluttons for punishment. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. Tropius. I guess this probably would be a good place to shiny hunt for Tropius, and for that, name a Pokemon from Gen 1 to 5 for me. Ooh! Cranidos. That is I will name Cranidos. Yeah, I'm probably going to eventually get the Masuda. I'm eventually going to get the Shiny Charm for BDSP. And I'm probably going to do my Shiny Living next in there. I honestly haven't even, like, decided if we're going to do, like, a full Shiny Living deck for, like, every single generation. Probably will. But also, this is one of the things that I sort of... I made this realization a couple of weeks ago. But it's one of those things that kind of, like, the realization of the Shiny Living Dex kind of hits again, is we still gotta hunt Poipole. We still gotta get the Shiny Poipole. Which is not gonna be fun. Not only do we need to get Poipole, but we need to get a second Poipole, and we need to get a Type Null, and then a second Type Null for Silvally. It's not gonna be fun. Hello, Andreas. How are you doing? Can one of the mods please go grab Andreas's link? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Grano shall be under the hat until the Ready Steel is acquired. Delightful. I say, delightful. Yeah. It's going pretty good. Oh, everyone's doing pretty well. Again, not really sure how long these later night streams are gonna go, but yeah, it's going pretty good. It is starting to warm up again, which is one of the reasons I'm not the biggest fan of spring, because running the PC, running the Switch, and like my laptop all kind of heats the room up, and it's like, okay, I don't want this room to just turn like a sweltering, just thing of oppressive heat. But at the same time, I also don't really care for the snow anymore. Granted, I also don't like spring because I get pollen allergies, and I do not want to be reduced to a ball of, like, itching eyes and sneezing when it comes time for spring. But yes, goal for today is hatch as many of these little Rowlet eggs as possible. Try and collect all the 0 speed ones we can, and collect all of the minimum attack IV ones, and use those for future breed checks / giving away to the future for friends. Blissey event will be good for those who don't have level 100 Pokemon. Yeah, my friend actually messaged me about the Blissey. Like, I was like, wait, what, Blissey raids? I thought that they meant, like, Blissey was going to be the next, like, level 7 raid. I was like, what? It's like, no, it's Blissey is just, like, the Blissey is literally a pinata. It is a pinata for you to beat the experience candies out of. I'm ready to go 10k for Registeel now. Yikes! I mean, see, this is why, if I'm ever gonna hunt the Regis, I'm gonna hunt them in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, where I have the Shiny Charm actually backing me up on them. Also, the resets are a little faster in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so that kind of helps me. But yeah, I'm dreading going back and shiny hunting Ho-Oh. Again, 5 times over odds on Dynamax Adventures. That's a hunt that I want to wrap up that shiny hunt before we get the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, which, for me, thankfully, is... Like, mercifully, the DLC for Scarlet Violet is coming out in fall, the first wave of it. So, there is that, which kind of helps me. So, we've got a good, like, half a year to, to get the Ho-Oh. So, we'll probably, if we don't, get it, soon, we'll probably hit over 1,000, unfortunately. But, I mean, I always keep in the back of my mind, I might be 5 times over odds on Mewtwo. But, not Mewtwo. I might be 5 times over odds on Ho-Oh. But at least it's not as bad as definitely not Alan and his, like, 17 times odds on Dynamax Mewtwo. So, yeah, dude, that's fair. Don't get the privilege for a Shiny Charm because I'm keeping full odds now. Yeah. Yeah, like... I respect it, but at the same time, your frustration is only your own doing. You have no one to blame for your suffering but yourself. Which, granted, as someone who is doing a living shiny dex, I probably shouldn't say anything. But I at least try to find the easiest way the easiest method of getting them. Unless, of course, it's, freaking, what's-its-face, Point Ball and Type Null, which you can only do those as full odds hunts. Not looking forward to that. Probably gonna start Reggie when get paid. Noise. Pay is good. Pay is very, very good. That is going to be 180. Since I don't have the DLC on sites. Right, yeah, because you do multi-switch hunting. Yeah, I don't have the second switch. I don't have a second switch. Overrods for Necrozma, Dynamax, and yikes. Yeah, we got Necrozma, and I think it was, Necrozma, I think, was 26 DAs when we got it shiny. Necrozma was, like, a decently fast one. I mean, Rayquaza was by far our fastest Dynamax Adventure shiny hunt. It was, like 13 Dynamax Adventures, and we got the shiny for that. And then, Smash Cut, Ho-Oh, 5 times, over 500, like almost 510 Dynamax Adventures, and Snowball Sparkles. The only thing that kind of sucks about Dynamax Adventures now is not as many people are playing DAs, because, people are now, of course, predominantly playing Scarlet Violet, and getting people to do that is not going to be fun. Could you not transfer all Pokemon to a file to get the Shiny Charm? You could get the Shiny Charm. But here's the thing. Poipole and Type Null are not affected by the Shiny Charm. It's the same case as, I believe it is, every single fossil Pokemon. Because they're rolled as gift Pokemon, they are exempt from the Shiny Charm's boosted effects. It's the same with the static spawns in this game, where you can have the Shiny Charm, you can have Sandwich boosts. It doesn't affect them. It's because the way that they're specifically generated in-game is different than the way in which Pokemon are normally, so the Shiny Charm just does not apply to them. I've been hunting for it ever since the Crown Tundra has been released, and it's all about... Yikes! How many hunts have you even done? I have no cool dog. I think at this point, it's probably in the ballpark of maybe, like, 250 shiny hunts. Because I know that in Scarlet Violet, we have about, well, actually including Scarlet Violet with all of our previous shinies we are well over 200 shinies. However, I would say maybe 20 to 30 of those were ones I just accidentally found without intentionally hunting them. So, probably close to about maybe 200. I mind if I join? Maybe if I join, you get the Ho. I mean, Andreas, we've already found, whenever we do collabs for Ho-Oh hunts, I don't get the shiny, but you do. And if you guys haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Yeah, it's the thing back on Sun and Moon. I believe it also is in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and I think also in Black 2 White 2. Where, yeah, the Shiny Charm just doesn't affect gift Pokemon. It's because of the weird way they're generated. They're generated in a different way, so the charm just doesn't apply to them. I like that, like, they are made a bit of a different way, but at the same time, it's not great, because I know in Let's Go, the fossil Pokemon are exempt from that as well. And we were originally doing a dual fossil hunt in Let's Go. I was sort of doing that in tandem with my my preparations for the Master Trainers, but I was like, okay, we'll do this gradually. Yeah, the first DA to Subathon was the Shiny Ho. Yeah, first DA you did after our collab was that freaking Ho Sparkles. All right, little salty, little salty on that. No, like my favorite thing about that collab, Andreas, we had was it like the first 3 DAs of the thing? We both got shinies. So it was like, you got, it was like the Skuntank, then I got the Crawdaunt, then you got something else. Like, this is just delightful. I love this. It's nonsense, but it's pure delightful nonsense. Which, as we all know, is like the best kind of nonsense there is when it is delightful. But yeah, that was, like, I'm like, the Ho-Oh Shiny Hunt is, at this point, like, a myth in its own right. It's a self-fulfilling meme. And I almost don't want to like, end that hunt, because I kind of want to leave the hunt there as, like, it is the eternal meme. But, I mean, I'm thinking that the Ho-Oh is going to sparkle after we pass, like, 512, because I know that's what Gage had for his Rayquaza. And I think Ho-Oh wants to one-up Rayquaza. Which, respect it. Respect it. I can imagine DA a lot. I mean, luck fluctuates. It fluctuates. I mean, we had pretty much supremely good luck when it came to all of our other Dynamax Adventure shinies. Every single one of them was just super under odds. Rayquaza, 13 DAs. Necrozma, 26 DAs. Zygarde only took 30 Dynamax Adventure successes for us to get the shiny. That was one that I finished off screen, because it was just, I wasn't enjoying streaming it anymore. And it wasn't healthy to keep streaming the Zygarde hunt. We got that in 30 DA successes, which was good. The worst DA hunt we ever had was actually Melty Face, otherwise known as Heatran, and that was like 63 Dynamax Adventures. So, like, we've had great luck on our DAs. Again, aside from the Ho-Oh, I don't count the Shiny Kartana hunt that I did, because the Shiny Kartana hunt was one that I did on my personal time. It wasn't one that I ever streamed. It was nothing that I ever said, yeah, we're going to be shiny hunting Kartana. It was one that I just, I'm shiny hunting Kartana. It's not going to be for the channel. But that was about 400 encounters at, like, maximum. So it was a pretty bad hunt in terms of all things considered, but it wasn't terrible. Oh, I saw it when I see someone got Necrozma. Yeah, we got Necrozma relatively quickly, but I don't know, the Necrozma was a fun one. Oh yeah, the Necrozma was one that we got on the same day as we got the Shiny Zapdos. Because we did a shiny Zapdos hunt for our 500 subscriber special, which, yeah, we're almost at 2K subs right now, so it's the channel's growth is pretty good. And like that really was a great day because I got the Zapdos. Then right after, we just went back into order. It was like, oh yeah, shiny Medicham, just an Ultra Space right after. And then later in the day, because, like, okay, we ended off the Zapdos stream a bit early, because, again, we got the shiny, and then I started up my Dynamax Adventures, continuing for Necrozma later that day, and then we got the shiny Necrozma. At 60 for Kartana, it's bad, no one joins DAs anymore, get me one, two. Honestly, Andreas, it is faster to do Kartana DAs solo. If you do Kartana, you turn off animations, you can actually blow through Kartana DAs in like sub 5 minutes. They're very, very fast. My favorite hunt so far. That's a tricky one. I gotta say probably like Roaring Moon. Like the Roaring Moon hunt probably is my favorite of all of our shiny hunts we've done so far because we got Roaring Moon. You know, it took us a good couple sandwiches to get Roaring Moon. I think it was like 5 sandwiches, and then we got Roaring Moon. But in the entirety of the Roaring Moon thing, we got the entire Zvilas family completed. Well, we still had one leftover we still had like leftover time on our sandwich to do. So we'll go to the cave and hunt Dano. We got the Dano from that. We got a Gabite. We got our second shiny Grievard. Redeemed ourselves on the failed shiny Golduck. Well, failed shiny Psyduck with a, phase Golduck. But yeah, like, we did very, very well in the Roaring Moon. I think so far it is the Roaring Moon hunt because it was a long one in the sense of a long Scarlet Violet hunt, but it was eventful the entire time. I think every single sandwich we ended up getting a shiny, even if the shiny we got wasn't a boosted shiny. So it was a shiny that was full shiny charm odds, I guess I should say. Yeah, like shiny Roaring Moon. Yeah, that was also amazing. Those who don't know, Omar guessed that Roaring Moon was going to have a 0 special attack IV, and it actually did have a 0 special attack IV, which was like, that was awesome. It was like, it made, like, it didn't, like, it was just weird, and that's the best part about it. But yeah, like, it was that Roaring Moon hunt, I think, I don't think it's gonna be easy for something to top the Roaring Moon shiny hunt, because it was just a very delightful one. Again, if you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to hit that subscribe for more. It would very much help the channel, as well as, leave a like on the video. It very much helps the channel out, and it is free to do. Yeah, you had, what was it, 23 phases on Roaring Moon before you got it? It's like, I can't even imagine that. I cannot even imagine a full odds Roaring Moon hunt where you phase 23 times. I think I would just give up at that point. Because it's just like, it's soul breaking at that point. So did you get shines of literally everything else in the cave before you got the Roaring Moon? Because you didn't, did you do Sparkle Power Sandwich, or did you just do like Encounter Power? Because I know you said that you do full odds, but did you have like an Encounter Booster Sandwich with you? Or did you like just go full, just full speed ahead, Encounter Power, no Sparkle Power? I wonder how you did that. Flutter Mane. I do not have a spare Flutter Mane in this file. I don't think I have a spare Flutter Mane in my other file either. But I probably could get you one if you're on the Discord. Luckily, it wasn't full odds. It was the only this year that I did. Oh, so you started doing full odds recently then. Okay. So you did that one last year before the thing. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, honestly, probably pretty smart to do that. Dang it, no 0 speed or no 0 attack. Dang it. I just want 0 speeds. I just want 0 stats. I want absolutely 0 stats on things. Because I like it for rejects. I like collecting them. Dang it, I want 0s. But yeah, the goal for today is just Masuda hunting. It's just Masuda hunts. We doing some Masuda audience. I should be able to get you a Flutter main next time I stream something on Scarlet. We do need to still hunt the last 2 shiny Paradox Pokemon in Scarlet, Brute Bonnet and Slitherwing. So by then, I should be able to get you one. Hello, Aiden. How are you doing? Alola. Great Ball, Muscle Feather, HP up. Not worth my time, because those are not Apricorn Balls. There's only 2 things I ever buy. I have not gotten a shiny Rowlet yet. There are only 2 things in the Porto Muranata auction that I go for. One is extremely cost-effective bulk vitamins for competitive training. The other is the Apricorn Pokeballs, or like the Pokeballs you can only get via either Porto Muranata, or the 1 in 1,000 odds of getting them via the stupid Ace Academy tournament, because this is just easier to do this. It's easier to, when I'm editing videos for other things, leaving the game open when I am collecting Masuda eggs and just checking this every hour. Doing it after the fact that I broke my wrist. Yikes! How did that happen, Aiden? How did you break your wrist? That is why I drink calcium. Because I've never broken a bone in my life, and I do not intend to ever break a bone in my life. My superpower is strong bones. Plan to hunt future Paradox Mons full odds, though. Yeah. You're gonna need a good eye for hunting the future Paradox Mon. Like, you're gonna need a really good eye for freaking Iron Moth. I like Iron Moth. Its shiny is okay. What's not broken? It's a buckle break, so it's not broken. Just okay. It's like I have no idea what that is. I've never like had a sprain, never had a buckle break, never had a bone bruise. I have no idea what any of that stuff is, because I never did stuff that could potentially do that. I almost broke my leg once, I'm pretty sure. But not, like, it didn't break, which is good. Again, that's why I drink milk. I drink a glass of milk every single day, because, again, I don't want to break my bones. Alright, with that, we hit 200 encounters. I'm just hoping this thing doesn't go the way of Froakie. It was like, oh yeah, no, double over odds, triple over odds, quadruple over odds, 5 times over odds. This sucks. Because, unlike Froakie, I like Rowlet. I like the friend-shaped Pokemon. Wait, that's the last one. What's that? Oh. Dang. Well, I mean, there's no good stat, but it's not physical attack or anything. I don't get what it's called. Funny enough, I broke the same wrist twice exactly. Wow. That is a little scary and a little terrifying. That's not good. That's not a good thing to break that repeatedly. Not good. Shiny Rowlet is my dream. Yeah, you got lucky with your shiny Rowlet, Andreas. We can't all be as blessed as you are. Didn't you get like 2 shiny Rowlet in like the same sitting of eggs? You got insane luck with that. Granted, I had the entire Fuecoco and Cinderace families be exclusively under odds, and I got my shiny Frigibacks, no shiny charm, in 16 eggs, so I guess I shouldn't be talking. Nafy is cursed. Yep. I mean, we know Nafy's cursed after the whole fracas that was Roaring Moon's shiny hunt. So I guess we could say that, yes, that Nafy is cursed. Nafy is cursed. Oh, one shiny female one. Okay. Much like my shiny female Fuecoco. How many eggs for the Rowlet? I thought it was like, wasn't it like 82 or something like that, and that's when he got it? Like, he got it stupid fast. Like, he got it ridiculously quickly. I know it was like I know it was sub 100. I'm positive on that. I'm honestly hoping I don't get a shiny Gibble by like wandering back and through here. Yeah, 82. I was like, I think it's 82. I know you got like sub 100 like pretty quickly. Yeah, I got my Friggy-backs, well, my first Friggy-backs, stupid quick. Probably, how do I decide what shiny hunt? I'll be honest, cool dog. I have a very hard time deciding what to shiny hunt, but I am shiny hunting everything in the game. So basically, what I do is like, okay, I just like pick a Pokemon. Oh, I like this Pokemon. I'll go shiny hunt it. Or if I have, say, like an outbreak of something, I will shiny hunt that outbreak. If I think, okay, this is an annoying Pokemon to shiny hunt, I'll do it today, and do it for like an hour or two today. If you don't get it, okay, we'll just do it another day. There's a lot of different ways that people actually like do shiny hunts, so it's a bit of a complicated beast. Rowlet. Yeah, I mean, I know people who, when it comes to shiny hunts, they literally have like a random number generator, and then that's how they pick what they shiny hunt. They just, okay, generated number 126. We'll go hunt Pokemon number 126. And then they remove that number for the next time they do the generator, then they do it again and again and again and again until they start hunting everything. There's all kinds of ways people do it. Dang it, nothing good. Well, nothing zero. Because I just like collecting 0 IV stuff. Stephanie, people might not have them. People just may not have Fluttermane to trade. Okay, I thought one of those was shiny. It is not. Okay. Mangleberry. So what is everyone's worst shiny hunt they have ever had? So is in like how much over odds did your worst shiny hunt take you? Because my worst shiny hunt is actually not Ho-Oh, it's Karkadet, where I went 10 sandwiches before I got the shiny on that one. And every sandwich you actually pretty much hit odds and then a little bit over. Decided to do a Happy Outbreak. I got a hard to spot, but it wasn't hard to spot the game. Yeah, Dondozo sucks. Dondozo. When anything in water just kind of sucks to shiny hunt because you have the slowdown the game has. Because the game and your movement speed are slowed down when you're in water. Not just because of the lag that, of course, it puts on the game, but also just moving in water naturally does slow your movement speed down. But the lag the game causes is not compensated for within the in-game timer. So in reality, say, your game slows down by, say the game is, 30 frames a second. It's probably like more like 60 frames a second. But like, say the game's 30 frames a second. Say your game's running at 29 frames for like the entire duration you're in the water. It would normally, okay, timing thing, okay, well, timer goes, 23 minutes, so you get a little more than 30 minutes. You only get 30 minutes because it goes by the internal clock. So in reality, you actually get screwed out of a good amount of time when you're doing water hunts, which is why I hate them. That's the other part, cool dog. They also are random. So like, I just despise water hunts entirely. It's why, for the most part, a majority of the water shiny hunts, I am probably going to be doing those as Masuda hunts, just because I don't want to deal with the water. I don't want to struggle with the lag, and I don't want to struggle with the hopping in and out of water like a jackass. I just don't find that fun. I would rather just wander around hatching eggs and looking for other shinies. Decent, decent, decent. That is a terrible nature. Delete. That's actually a pretty good nature, Jolly. Then again, you don't have a high speed set to begin with, so that doesn't really help you. Nope, no 0 IVs yet. We had a, like, stupidly large number of 0 IV Rowlet yesterday. So, like, 0 attack and 0 speed ones, and I'm just not getting any of them. Which is sad, because I really like collecting 0 IV ones. That's why I love when I got Shiny Veluza with an outbreak close to land. Yeah! If only all of us could be so lucky, Andreas, with outbreaks like that. If only we could all be so lucky. Yeah, Veluza was honestly what got me to start doing sandwiches for outbreaks. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Veluza just annoys me. Veluza probably was my least favorite hunt I have done so far in the entire game. Just because, like, it wasn't one of the longest. We actually got it pretty quick. I think it was, like, 2 sandwiches it took us to get it, but it was, like, ridiculously quick on the second sandwich. It would just, like, the torpedo fish just whoosh, 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 whoosh. And it would just, like, you just get combo locked into battles. And I just didn't find that fun. Level 1 Dondozo from Egg. Egg. Egg is good. Egg is very good. Very, very good egg. Rowlet Ball. Rowlet is a good bean. But yeah, there's actually going to be another Rowlet event. Not Rowlet event. Another Decidueye raid event. So that's something to look forward to. If you did not get your Decidueye this week, there will be another one. Which will be fun. Because, these raids were actually kind of easy. I mean, again, like, so long as you had a Miraidon, these raids were a joke. Isn't it funny that I get more lucky with Union Circle sandwich hunting, even more than Froggy? Iron Valiant in like 5 minutes. Yeah, we got Iron Valiant really, really fast, too. Fastest one, though, I got was Lechonk. I finished making a normal sandwich, and literally right then, Shiny appeared. I had issue with Dondozo. The fact that my shiny spawned and then despawned like once, and wow. Weird. Yeah, my shiny Dondozo, I actually got it when I was just walking through Castle Royale Lag Lake. It was like, oh, boom, shiny. Because I was going into my outbreak to start clearing it out for my shiny hunt later in the day. And just a shiny appeared right when I got there. I'm like, okay, I don't need to hunt Dondozo. I'm free of Lag Lake. Freedom is now achieved. Which I'm happy because, like, again, I don't mind. I don't dislike Castle Royale Lake. I just dislike shiny hunting in Castle Royale Lake. I don't like hopping in the water, hopping out over and over and over again. I don't find it fun. Shiny spawn, then despawn, yeah. Yeah, despawning shinies are not fun. Hey, no good special defense. It's not in either of the stats we want, though. We want speed, and we want physical attack to be 0. But it amuses me seeing them. Delete. Control-Alt-Delete. It's going to be so good when we finally get home compatibility to just mass release these things. So tomorrow is the first day of spring, meaning that the countdown of when do we get home compatibility shall begin. Because I didn't think we were going to get home compatibility until, of course, spring. Because, spring's first day is tomorrow. And I think that we'll get home compatibility within probably the next, 3-4 weeks. The latest I see us getting home compatibility is, 2-3 weeks into April at the absolute latest. I don't think it's going to be later than that. But I don't think it's going to be like, tomorrow. More tedious than anything. It's more so tedious than anything. Exactly, Cool Dog. That is exactly what it is. It's tedious. Because you can't spawn reset in the same way you can for, of course, land spawns. So it's slower. You get by far less encounters. And your movement speed is also much slower. So it's just, in general, a lot less fun. I'm pretty sure that's spring 2023. Early spring 2023. Unless the thing I read just said it wrong. But I do very much recall saying spring 2023. Like early spring 2023. Which is why I didn't think that we were going to get an announcement after the presents. Was well, they already said it's going to be early spring 2023. We're not going to get that in then when it's 3 weeks away. If not more. But I do remember in Sword and Shield, we did get home compatibility, I think, very early. We got it in, I know we got it in March. Yeah, I'm pretty it said early spring 2023, I think is what it said, but it could be wrong. The reason I want a 0 attack Rowlet is so that I can use that Rowlet to breed future Pokemon with 0 physical attack IVs. Because in competitive, you generally want to try to get Pokemon with a 0 physical attack IV if they're a special attacker because of moves like Foul Play. Spring means all the winter anime are basically finished. That means anime. Funny. Anime. I have an interesting history with anime. No Rowlet Ball. Stupid freaking Tauros. I'm so glad I already have you shiny, and I honestly literally got it on accident, because I don't have to deal with your bullshit going forward. Boxes. Decent. What gen starters can you get in Scarlet Valkyrie? You can only get Rowlet. Well, you can get Rowlet, Cinderace, Charizard, Greninja, and then the Generation 8, the Generation 9 starters. So there's only 7 starter lines available presently in the game, but that is likely going to be changing in the future, which is good. I have a feeling that they're going to be doing exclusively the starter families, at least for the beginning. Pikachu, I think, was an anomaly because it's the mascot of the thing, and it was Pokemon Day. Really? Interesting. Wonder when I heard spring 2023 then. Interesting. Thank you for clarifying that, Andreas. Also, one of the mods, please go grab Drogain's link. How are you doing, Drogain? Hope you are doing pretty well. This one looks darker than the others, but I don't think it's shiny. Yeah, it's not shiny. I probably talked about this before, but for Walking Wake, I vastly prefer Walking Wake. Iron Leaves is kind of lame. I actually don't think I talked about which one I like more. But yeah, I like Walking Wake more. I mean, again, I love competitive, and I just think Walking Wake has a lot more playability, I think might be the right word. I see more that you can do with Walking Wake than you can do with Iron Leaves. Because, you can use it on a rain team, you can use it in a sun team. It's got a very good type combination. It gets a very good move access. And it's, got a not garbage typing. No, Decidueye is a physical attacker. It doesn't get very many good special attacks. Its special attack is 100, but that really isn't very good if you're... That is not very good unless, you're putting stuff into it, which means like you need nature, which means you're, you know, cutting your other stats. Which is why you generally would have one that goes physical. Are they both banned? I think that they are banned presently. I believe both Walking, Wake, and Iron Leaves are outside of the dex allowances, but we don't know when they're going to come in. Like, when they come in, there's going to be a lot of fun stuff you can do with them, but we don't know when they're going to be allowed in. But I can already see, like, Walking, Wake ones. I already explained, Stephanie, because I can breed it onto future special attackers that I'm going to be getting and breed it down to them. So basically, if I have a 0-attack Rowlet, I can use that Rowlet to breed, say, a 0 physical attack Venusaur, if Venusaur gets added into the game. Or a 0 physical attack Sceptile. I love how all the legendaries huntable and Sword huntable in the DLC. Plus, I think that's what they're going to do, Andreas, because every time they have, you know, a generation, the next generation, they allow the previous gen's shiny like legendaries to be shiny huntable. Like, you couldn't shiny hunt the Tapu in Sun and Moon, but, you know, come Sword and Shield, the DLC, Crown Tundra, Isle of Armor, you could then hunt, you know, them in there. Yeah, Walking Wake's typing for PvP. It's so good. Like, Water Dragon is a freaking heck of a typing. And, I mean, the other thing is that Hydro Steam is a water type move that is not weakened by Sun. It is the only water type that actively benefits from being run on a Sun team that isn't Ludicolo. And even then, the whole thing Ludicolo ever did on, like, Sun and Rain teams was just set the opposite weather to counter opponents. But, like, we now have a viable Sun water type, and it is terrifying. Because Hydro Steam in Sun is base 120 power before stab. And then, on top of all of that, it still has its photosynthesis stat boost. So, that's not fun for anyone that is on the receiving end. But, like, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to get slapped into next week by Freeze Dry, though, which is probably my 4th favorite attack in the entire series. So, that's fun. I've already explained this, Stephanie. It's not specifically on Rowlet. It's that I'm hatching Rowlet right now. So, if I get one, okay, I can have it for that. After I get one, I don't need, you know, more of them. But, like, if I get one, I hope I get one. Why are some 0 IVs better than others? The reason... No, Hydro Cannon is 150 base power. Why are some 0 IVs? The reason why some 0 IVs are better than others is there are some Pokemon and some sets that you want a 0 stat on. Speed for Trick Room teams is one, and for special attackers, you generally want a 0 physical attack. The only other times you want a 0 stat is if you have something that is like a very, very big glass cannon. Like, one that I knew was a friend of mine who ran in a Selgor that had a guard split on it. With the idea being, he minimizes his Selgor's defenses, uses guard split on something like Ferrothorn or something like Toxapex, destroys their defenses, while giving him much higher defenses. That was really the only time I knew someone who wanted to have a minimum defensive stat. But in general, you want to have maximum stats. Again, unless you're doing, you know, a Trick Room team. And if you guys haven't done so already, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Rowlet the ball. Rowlet hatch from the egg. How much more we got? We got... Oh, those are all finished hatching. Go to boxes. It's going to be so good when I can just mass release these things. Hey, no good defense. No good special defense. Fun. Nope. But yeah, I do want 0 speed Rowlet, because Decidueye actually is quite good in Trick Room. Especially Hisuian Decidueye is going to be really good under Trick Room. Like, that's... Hisuian Decidueye, with what the changes they made to triple arrows are just going to give me nightmares. Like, it is a 90 base power move that has a 30% chance to drop your physical defense. A high critical hit chance, so a 1 in 8 shot of critting. And on top of all of that, a 30% chance to flinch. That is freaking terrifying, and I do not want to deal with that in Trick Room, because it's going to be all the rage, because it also gets scrappy, meaning it can use things like close combat on ghost types, which is not fun for anybody. Though it will be fun seeing Aegislash getting punched in the face. You know, so that I'm okay with. I'm okay with Aegislashes getting punched in the face if they get re-added. Or Spiritomb. It's funny watching Toomey get face punched. Then again, you never see Spiritomb using competitive. You see Sableye, because Sableye has a better ability. Yeah, Prankster is such an insane ability competitively. It's so broken. Wait, not broken. But, like, it's so good. Just priority status moves. It's why Murkrow is, like, one of the best status users in the entire just VGC history. Why isn't it Nerf? The thing is, they buffed triple arrows from what it was in Legends, which that makes no sense. Because, like, in Legends, it was, like, 50 base power, and it didn't have a flinch chance. And they buffed it from 50 base power to 90 base power. It's like, then they get the flinch chance. It's like, what the crap is this? What the shit is this nonsense? Like, I think by far, that is the most broken of all of the Hisuian signature moves. A very close second is freaking Stone Axe from Cleavor, because Stone Axe... it's boosted by Sharpness, which, of course, Cleavor has. Favorite area... area... I know it's a cop-out, but Area 0... it's a massive cop-out. But Area 0 is my favorite area. But it's like, yeah, Cleavor's Stone Axe. It's a 65 base power move that has a high critical hit chance and is boosted by Sharpness, and will automatically set Stealth Rocks when it is used. So, for those who don't know what Sharpness does, it boosts the power of, specific moves by 50% in terms of base power. And if you give a 50% boost to Stone Axe, you get a move that is perfectly accurate and has damage that is on par with Stone Edge. That also has a 0 speed Rowlet! Thank you! Finally! A 0 speed Rowlet. I've been waiting for you. What's that reaction? What was I saying? What was I saying again? I can't remember what I was saying. And then I was, like, so excited about the 0 speed Rowlet. What the freak was I saying? Oh, right, Stone Axe and how broken Stone Axe is. Wait. Hey, we're getting raided! Welcome in, Raiders! Thank you very much for the raid, everyone. Oh, this is a huge raid. Welcome in, Hesitated Cobra. Carl May Crossing. Rise of Zin. Birdo. Holy crap, this raid is huge! Welcome in, everyone. Thank you very much for coming in with that raid. If you guys are new, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But who's the raid leader? Is this you? Are you? Who's? Oh, Eevee Queen. Okay, I was like, could it be Avery? Okay, no, it's Eevee Queen. Welcome in, Eevee Queen. How are you doing? Oh, what were you streaming on your end? How did it go? Welcome in, everyone. Thank you very much for that. Again, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But what were you guys doing? Hope you had a great stream. But sorry, I was like super deep lost and thought about how broken of a move Stone Axe is with Cleavors. Like, I got lost as I was like, then I got distracted by a 0 IV Rowlet I got, and I was super happy, and then the raid hit. But welcome in, everyone. Yes, yes, that was. So, Stone Axe as a move, it is on par with Stone Edge. But Stone Edge is like, one kind of drawback is, well, it has, 80% accuracy. Stone Axe is like 99 base power compared to 100 base power, also has a high crit chance, and also auto sets Stealth Rocks. It is insane what that move is capable of doing. Thankfully, it is exclusive to Cleavor, but like, freaking heck, Cleavor is gonna be crazy, and I love it. Hey JK, how you doing? Mario Kart, delightful. We're trying to use the mouse, but keep forgetting that it is unplugged. Oh, that is a mood. I feel that so hard. There's so many times I do that with stuff. It's like, why is it not working? Oh, right, it's not plugged in. Like, this is a wired controller. It's no wireless on it. And I have a wireless Pro controller that I use, most of the time when I'm playing games. And I will unplug, this controller when I want to be using the wireless controller. And I sometimes forget to plug it back in, so I just pick up this controller, kept pressing, but like, why is it not working? And then I forgot, oh yeah, the light isn't on. Idiot me, forgot to plug it back in. Surprise is a good day at work, rather like today. We get in general. Oh, trust me, Evie, I hope I get it too, because, basically, this is what we're on when it comes to Froakie eggs. Keep in mind, we're doing a living shiny dex. So, our first shiny Froakie was over double odds when we got it. And this is a counter that reset back to 0 after we got that shiny. So, we went from a double over odds hunt to now triple over odds and still haven't gotten the second one yet. Card streaming brings Max's bad dreams. Not really, Drogain. Mario Kart just isn't really a game that I play. For me, games like Mario Kart, Mario Party, and like Smash are best enjoyed when you are in like the same room as people. And, when not in there in person, I feel like a bit of a big disconnect. So it's not like as enjoyable, which is why I don't really play them as much. But, people who can, power to you guys. Endured another marathon hunt, Shiny Love Ball route today. Nice! Shiny Love Ball is delightful. Like, I love Apricorn Ball Pokeball styling. I love that. I have a Love Ball Mimikyu that when the time comes, I am going to be Masuda breeding that Mimikyu. That was actually Mimikyu that was on my Ultra Moon playthrough team. Hey, 0 special attack IV. Sadly, there is nothing that 0 special attack is used for. Hey, 0 special defense! It's like the third one we gotten today. I love those. Nope. No, perfect stats. But yeah, my, Ultra Moon, my second Ultra Moon playthrough on, the DS that started the whole channel because it has a capture card inside of it. I have my Love Ball Mimikyu in there, and that's going to get Masuda bred from my Mimikyu shiny hunt, because I love the Apricorn Balls, and it's so hard to get them these days, which is why every single day I will log on to Sword and Shield, collect my Apricorns, and then just on a day where I'm just doing nothing, or I'm just like editing videos, I will just mash A. Like, I will just take up one of my Joy-Cons and just sit here just mashing A for like 2 hours just to get all of my Apricorns converted into to Pokeballs. And I geek out over crap like this. But I keep a spreadsheet where like, okay, this is the date, this is how many Apricorns I had, this is how many, Apricorn balls I started with, and then like I go through the whole thing, and then I write down, okay, this is the date, This is how many new Epicorn balls we got. This is how many we got now. And like I stack stats like that. I'm a bit of a nut job in that case. I call it a holdover from my competitive Pokemon times where I stat track everything my team loses to. You have a wonderful day, Eevee Queen. Thank you very much for popping in. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. And I'm going to do my best to have a wonderful stream. Yeah, I am, like, absurd when it comes to stat tracking things, because, I mean, again, like, I play a lot of competitive. And I like to, I like to, like, track, okay, what is my losing stuff? So that way I can improve. Because I will always say, and I will die on this hill, the way that you get better at Pokemon is getting your ass handed to you by people who are better than you. Because that's how I got better. Yeah, I would consider myself above average at Pokemon, but I got my ass kicked by some of the best people on the continent, and that really helped, because the Pokemon Club at my college, the Penn State Pokemon Society, love those guys. They wonderful people. A lot of those guys have gone to intercontinental championships, and some of them I know have gone to worlds. So, like, they're very, very good at playing. And these are the guys that used to clown on me all the time in club meetings. I mean, like, they're such nice people. Like, they are some of the nicest people you will meet. If you ask, like, oh yeah, can you help me, like, you give me feedback on him, they will give you, a lot of feedback. They will offer, like, improvements, ways of doing things a little better, just, like, offer tips. It's, like, it's so nice. It's one of the reasons I love the competitive side of Pokemon, where it's, like, the people are so nice. They're such heartwarming people. But competitive Pokemon is not something for everyone. It is very much something that not everyone, like, it's not really something that everyone is going to enjoy doing, I guess is probably the best way of saying it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's my cup of tea because I like winning, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. Alright, so we are approaching halfway to odds. No shiny Rowlet ball yet. How many more boxes we got? Okay, we got a couple more boxes. Okay. When home comes out, all these boxes, these are all, like, my Dex filler ones. All of those are going to go straight into my Scarlet version, and Scarlet is going to hold on to those Pokemon. So that way I can just, like, free up all these boxes for just Masuda hunts. Like, it's going to be great when I can have, like, 23 boxes full of Masuda eggs. I can spend one day just collecting a crap ton of eggs, and then it's like one day a week of just collecting eggs. Hatch them all in 1 week. And repeat again, like, on Sunday when nothing's going on, and everything's just, like, at a bit of a lull. It's gonna be great. I have plans. I have many plans. Because right now I'm doing, like, maybe, like, 10 boxes of eggs per thing. Because I've actually done the math. It's actually good, since it will probably do the same thing. Yeah. Like, I mean, things are not going to be, as terrible. Like, I think that Froakie's probably going to be one of our worst Masuda hunts we've had. But given our track record of Masuda hunts, of blue shinies, cough cough, Roggenrola, which also went double odds. Granted, Roggenrola wasn't as bad. Like, Roggenrola went double odds, but then, like, okay, but we didn't hunt the other ones yet. We're eventually going to hunt those. But I did get my Trick Room Gigalith, and, like, I was wanting to get the Trick Room Gigalith, which means I can hunt the other one just any other method. But I think the method is faster. I guess I can count the number of streams it took to get the Gigalith shiny. By Masuda method, I'm like, okay, well, extrapolate that from other methods. How long would it take? But, another shiny hunt that we've actually been doing is my 5 times over odds Dynamax Adventures shiny Ho-Oh hunt. And if I can find my other game, where is my Soul Silver version? Basically, I have a Soul Silver version. And my idea I had was, when the shiny Ho-Oh hunt via Dynamax Adventures finally wraps up, to spite the fact that Ho-Oh went 5 times over odds in Sword and Shield, I was thinking, what if I hunted for Lugia in base Heart Gold Soul Silver, the 1 in 1,000, 1 in 8,192 odds shiny hunt, and see, would this be faster? Because I've done a bit of the math, and I think it actually would be faster than just hitting 100 Dynamax Adventures. Just the way that the time it takes to do a Dynamax Adventure works out. I think it would actually be faster to just hunt for Lugia back in that game. Granted, it's harder to actually catch the Lugia in that game because you don't have things like the catch charm. You don't have critical catches. So there's a bigger risk. So there is that, but I mean I think it could be fun. But I mean there's also on top of that we got the Poipo shiny hunt we gotta do, which is not gonna be fun. That's not gonna be a fun shiny hunt. But I mean at the same time it's Poipo. We love Naganadel. Naganadel is a good boy. It is a good bean. It's terrifying to face competitive, but it's a good bean. Boxes, opening the boxes. Delete the Rowlet. Be free, Rowlet, go into nature. Do Rowlet ball things. Delete. Rowlet was released. Decent. Nope, no zeros. No further zeros in this dojo. There we go. Let's go check our Porto Muranata auction house just to make sure that we don't have any Apricorn balls there, because I do want to get some more Apricorn balls if we can. We've gotten a bit lucky in the past couple of streams where whenever we are streaming, we get, Love Ball, Friend Ball. We got some of the Apricorn balls here. Hope I get lucky again today. Every 72 minutes, these actually reroll. They reroll every in-game day, and an in-game day is 72 minutes. So if you just check this pretty much every hour, it will actually change. Cloth, wow, 2 things of cloth sticks. Useless! Hello, Mudkip, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Were you in the guy who was oh so sly as a stream earlier today? Because I know he was doing Spoon 3. The 3est of spoons. Actually, it's Splatoon 3. Also, Mudkip, I have begun working on preparations for the final level playthrough of the Splatoon 3 Let's Play. Okay. See, Sly can talk all the crap he wants on... all the crap on how he wants.
When the time comes for the Elite Battle League's final round, I will be there to smite him.
So I will get revenge for How, even though I don't have an Alolan Raichu on my team. I debated getting Alolan Raichu at some point, but it was like, I don't need speed. I kind of need something with bulk. But Alolan Raichu is like a pretty good Pokemon competitively. It's very fast. Fast, nuzzle. It's pretty terrifying. Is it like the super duper greatest thing in the world? No. But like, it's fun. Plus, look, it gets grass nuzzle. Like, it can slap ground types. It can just slap around ground types. Hello, Bob Dole. Hello there, Bob Dole. Welcome in. How is the Bob Dole things doing? Yeah, if I ever do hunt, that is actually a very fitting name, Mudkip. That is a perfectly fitting name. Cause that's what you are. Just give you the Flingza roller and it's just GG, everyone. It's game. You can't stop Mudkip with the Flingza roller. It's too powerful. He's too powerful. Rowlet ball. One more and then we're gonna be at 250. Not 220. 250. There we go. How are you doing? How is Bob Dolev? Wait, I love how I was the only one to understand that nickname of your Arbolova. But also kind of a little sad that I'm the only one that understood that. Also, Paul, if a Pokemon that is ever based on grapes ever comes out, you know we have to nickname it. We have to name it the Grapevine. Nice. What are you cooking for dinner? Is it like minute ramen? Nice. That nickname was just perfect. It's just like it's one of those nicknames where if you know, you know. You know, you know. But yeah, again, if there's ever a Pokemon that is like based on grapes, it needs to be the Grapevine. Like I first thought that Smoliv was like grapes at first, but like no, they're olives because there are green olives, like because there are like green. I believe they're called like white grapes, even though they're actually green, well, yellowish pale green. But yeah, like I thought they were olives at first, but like no, olives make sense. That name was indeed legendary. Like I love how I just picked up on it instantly because again, it's too perfect. It's too perfect. Is there no Pokemon? Pretty much. I have pasta I've been making. It's super easy, but homemade meatballs from last night. Nice. Yeah, now you're making me hungry for meatball subs. Because it's like, I really wanted a meatball sub for a while. But like, too much sauce is not good for me. Give me the flings of the power of bubbles, Enzap, Ink Brush, Arrow Sprite, and I will make the battlefield of enemy blood. See, this again, that's why Unstoppable Demon is a perfect name for you, Mudkip, on that game. It is exactly like it is exactly what it says on the tin. And that's all we gotta say about that. It is exactly what it says on the tin. Oh, also, Paul, after this ends off, remind me to send you the GIF about what my plan is for my other battle league this week, because there's like a GIF that is just so perfect for the next league I'm doing. It's like it's gonna be glorious. But yeah, I'm honestly a little glad that I lost to Sauce in that league, because it was like I do not want to fight your team. You helped me come up with the jankiest BS on that team, and I feel like you would rip my team a new one, and I would just lose. Plus, you know, there was no way I was gonna beat Sauce anyway. Like, he had Urshifu. Like, that thing ripped my team a new one. And he also had Lapras. Power of Bubbles. Bubbles. I saw you stomp the guy last week. Oh, yeah, that was like... Machamp just went, no. Machamp was just like, and now you lose. It was terrifying to see, like... Because, like, I ran, like, one calculation. It was like, okay, I needed to bring Machamp... Like, I needed to bring Machamp that week because there are 5 weeks in the normal season, and you have to use every single one of your 9 Pokemon. And it was like, okay, Machamp doesn't do anything against any of these other teams. This is the one chance I gotta do it. And then I was like, his entire team is very slow. He runs Trick Room, and he has a lot of things that are weak to fighting. So I ran one calculation, which was like, let's just see what Bulk Up does. And I realized after Bulk Up, it basically one-shot anything he had, and only one Pokemon on his team could one-shot Machamp, and that was the Slowbro. And I was like, okay, I'm bringing Machamp, and Machamp is just going ham. But yeah, Machamp is just, it's a bloodbath. It was just so great. Yeah, Sauce was tough for you, Prim. Yeah, I mean, like, Prim was just great for his team, because I think the only thing on his lineup that Prim was afraid of is, like, Freeze-Dry Lapras. And even then, Prim's got the special defense to chunk a hit from that. Cause like freeze dry is good for slapping quad weak to ice things. Because Lapras doesn't have the greatest special attacks. It's like 85, I think. But like, yeah, Prim could chunk a hit from that, you know, blast back with Energy Ball. And there was a lot of stuff you could do with it. I had nothing. But considering I inherited Jesticle's team, and his team was not great to start off with, I would say I did pretty well. Yeah, that was a fun league. That was a fun league. I'm probably not gonna join VGC Plat, just because that Articuno looks unholy as all hell. Freaking filter with that level of bulk they changed the stats to. That doesn't look fun. You make a Blobber kit with burst bombs, a bubble blower. The bubble blower is a special from. I had a feeling it was gonna be a special from that. I didn't know about, but yeah. So what is it, like a bubble beam with death mudkip? That sounds fun. Just death bubbles. Death by bubbles. So, mudkip. You know, if you use that kit and like they ever actually make that kit, you have to just be listening to JoJo's Bizarre Adventures battle tendency music, because at that point you're just being Caesar Zeppeli, because his whole thing was just bubble attacks. You're just being Caesar Zeppeli at that point. Just bubble attack. Come on, it'll be fun. No one knows. Fine, I will join VGC Plat, but I will not be trying too hard if it interferes with the Elite Battle League. Like, some of the stats they changed on those Pokemon are just bizarre, bonkers, stupid, and I love it. But those other ones, like, why? Why would you give Storm Drain to Azelf? Why would you give, like, Volt Absorb to Zapdos? Like, it's going to be just nonsense. But again, it's kind of fun for that reason. I'll give it a try. I will give VGC Plat a try. It's gonna be weird, though. It's gonna be a freaking wonky as hell league. That's fine. Just draft Perish Trap. Oh, wait. Would you believe me if I told you, Paul, that in the Elite Battle League, someone did actually draft Perish Trap, and it worked? Someone actually pulled off a Perish Trap in singles with Azumarill. Oh, that was funny. It was like, oh, Perish Trap Azumarill. It's so degenerate, but it's so hilarious. The fun thing is, like, oh, no, you can't Perish Trap me because I have various ways of avoiding Perish Trap. And then there's another, just, like, swept with Zygarde. Like, Zygarde is a nightmare. Oh, yeah. You would love the Elite Battle League, Paul. Like, you would love watching the videos, because it's just nonsense is what happens. Like, there was a flamethrower Snorlax that killed me. It was fun. It was very, very fun. There's a few Mewtwo sweeps. There's a light screen Zamazenta. There's just all kinds of fun stuff. Now Wolfie Glick. Not Wolfie. I think it was Sly. Maybe it was. No, I don't think it was Sly. No, I think it was Sly. I think it actually might have either Sly or Game Reviews. I think is the one that did it. Yeah, but Perish Trap Azumarill is just so silly. Like, I hate Perish Song. I have lost draft leagues because I got Perish Trapped. But at the same time, watching someone else get Perish Trapped is just kind of funny. Because it's one of those things where there's nothing you can do. Like, you can see them sitting there, looking over everything they have, trying to think, what can I do? and then it's just, there's nothing. And then it's like, that look of hopelessness and despair just sets. It's like, there is literally nothing I can do here. Crap. They go through. Yes, he does have Zygarde. I think he has a Azumarill. Maybe he doesn't. It changes all the rules. It just literally Uno reverse card. Just no you. It's just so fun. Again, it as bad as it's like, I like watching the reactions because again, you can see the moment where they realize, oh, that's what Perish Trap is. Because it's one of those things where if you have never gone up against Perish Trap before, you will get blindsided by it. In a few draft leagues, I have lost to Perish Trap before. One of them at the Penn State Pokemon Society. Against my personal rival, beat me with Perish Trap once. But thankfully, I made playoffs, and I was able to beat him. And he wasn't able to Perish Trap me next time, so... Yeah, Perish Trap's one of those things. If you've gone up against it before, you see it coming a mile away because you get those flashbacks. Like, this happened before, it's not going to happen again, I will not allow it to happen. But catching someone who just doesn't know, it's the funniest thing. Again, cruel to say, but like, it's one of those things where, like, watching people be in that, like, thing of hopelessness facing it, it's only more funny when you have been there yourself. Like, yeah, I've been through this exact scenario. You know exactly what is going through their brain right then. And then it's just like, you see like the 5 stages of grief on their face. It just flashes between in like 10 seconds. And then it's just acceptance at the end. Rowlet ball. It is a little egg-shaped thing. Yeah, next season the EBL is actually still going to be in Sword and Shield, I believe, because of the way the time of the DLC is coming out. We're not going to have, there's too many what-ifs about what's coming back, so we can't really plan for that. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to the future EBL stuff, because Season 6 is going to be interesting. There's a few people in VGC Plat Frostlass has Shadow Tag Perish Song Fake Out. Why? Why is that a thing? What? Who is the... I was about to say, who is the person that came up with these? Then I remember, oh yeah, it's Sauce that came up with these. Why did Sauce come up with these things? It's just disgusting. But also super entertaining. Like, doesn't Carnivine have like 180 base speed in this thing too? Like, Carnivine is just stupid fast. It's like, I don't know, it's funny. It's amusing. It amuses me. There's no Gen, like, 6 and onwards moves, right? It's like, just Generation 4 moves. Cause like, my brain's kind of connecting, like, is it, like, Renegade Platinum with VGC Plat? And it's like, no, they're two different things. 270. Boop, 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 Splatoon. Hey, nice! Shiny Iron Treads. I love Iron Treads is shiny. Like, the tire just turns chrome, but I like the chrome. Carnifine got Regieleki. Oh my god. Why? Why, Sauce? What drugs were you on when you thought of this thing? Why? Hey! Another 0-speed Rowlet to add to the collection of Rowlet pile. I love collecting 0-speed IV stuff. I love collecting them. So I can just give them to friends. Alright, that's the one I saved for Sly. Yeah, I'm saving a Rowlet for Sly because he does not do the level 7 Terror Raids. It has some newer moves. He made Fairy exist in Celerock. Interesting. Okay, so it's a little bit like Renegade Platinum. Like, there are some things that exist, but it's like Renegade Platinum on, like, tripping balls. Charge enemies with a brush, then splash them. Oh yeah, right. Splashdown doesn't exist anymore. Which I'm kind of... Splashdown is fun in Splatoon 3's main storyline, but in Splatoon multiplayer, I feel it would be way too broke. It's like the Booyah Bomb. It's like a Booyah Bomb that you're not vulnerable when you're charging up, when you're literally charging the Spirit Bomb. That's a Dragon Ball Z reference, right? The Spirit Bomb. I've never seen Dragon Ball, so I can't confirm or deny. Dragon Ball's on the list. It's on the vague list of anime I need to watch at some point. Like, I watched JoJo. I watched JoJo. I've watched Naruto. I need to, like, work on the other main stuff now. Boop. We were shiny hunting you yesterday, but you didn't sparkle because you're a shoe. Okay, thank you, George Shaw. Thank you. It's like, there's only like one thing. Not like one. There's like a few things about Dragon Ball that I know. One of them is that Goku is based on Sun Wukong, which, for those who don't know, is actually the same thing Infernape is based on. And Ultra Instinct is a song that goes hella hard. And I love that song. Okay, destroyed if you're evil. So that's why the Booyah Bomb kills things in Salmon Run so well, because it kills things if they're evil, and obviously the Salmonoids are evil. They are evil fish that use pots and pans rather than being cooked in pots and pans. Doesn't shiny Iron Moth. God, Iron Moth's shiny hunt gives me traumatic flashbacks. You look vaguely blue, but I know that, like, your shiny is, like, white in a lot of areas. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a shiny one. I know it's not. It just looks really, really off-colored. Yeah. Iron Moth shiny, you better get, like, a magnifying glass for that freaking thing. It's just the wingtips that change. But Iron Moth shiny hunt brings back a lot of traumatic Venomoth themed memories, because when we were shiny hunting that thing, we phased on Venomoth 4 times. We phased on Venomoth 4 freaking times in that shiny hunt. So I have a slight vendetta. You should watch DBZ Brawly movies, right? I know, like, isn't Brawly, like, the one that just gets stronger the angrier he gets, like the Hulk? I know Vegeta's kind of a dick, but, like, that's what makes Vegeta kind of, like, super entertaining, is he's just a dick. And then he gets better. But I know, like, a few things about it. Not, like, a lot, but I know, like vague, just, like, through pop culture osmosis and Death Battle. Which is, like, where most of, like, Death Battle is one of the things I just put on to listen to if I just need white noise. That was before I discovered, you know, watching my friends that are also streamers. You aren't. Yep, you. Look. I really don't let this controller kind of freaks out at times. And the horn's the top of his head. Except unlike First Brawly, Dragon Ball, Super Brawly, went up against Goku, Gogeta, Blue. I have no idea what that is. Thank you very much, Cool Dog. Have a very, very nice day. Thank you very much for popping in. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'm thinking we'll probably get to 300 eggs, and then we might end off. Because these late night streams, I'm not the most well versed in. Because we generally stream early on in the day. So like late night streams, my brain just kind of goes flatline paste mode. And I can't focus as well. So I'm not as used to doing late night streams. I used to do late night streams like predominantly. But that was also back when I used to... Okay, no, it's not a nosebleed. Use fire, not poison. It will be only Iron Moth. Not exactly. There are a few other fire types that were there. And, like, one of them is Talonflame, or Talonlame as I like to call it. But yeah, I learned the hard way that no, you're just supposed to use fire. Don't use poison. Just use fire. Fusion of Goku and Vegeta along with Super Saiyan Blue. Interesting. Did a Venomoth hunt not too long ago, and Area Zero shocker. I didn't phase 4 times on Iron Moth. Shut up, Mudkip. Shut up. I'm traumatized by all the Venomoth. Like, the thing that kind of annoys me the most about that entire fiasco of just phasing on Venomoth countlessly is earlier on in the stream, I actually said that of, like, all of the Gen 1 bugs, Venomoth is my favorite of them. And then it's just like, Venomoth, 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 Venomoth. It's like, stop. Stop, Venomoth. I like you, but don't push your luck. Jumping into every lyric for the night. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Delete the Rowlet. Ball. But yeah, so we're going to do 20 more eggs. I think then we're going to end off. This was a great stream. I love this. There we go. Venomoth is... It does have a very good shiny, but the thing is, after seeing it 4 times, I kind of get tired of it. I love the blue. I love that, like, pristine blue. I don't disagree, Mudkip. Iron Moth has a very meh shiny, but it is a shiny living dex, and the shiny living dex must be satisfied. So there is that. Again, I have a feeling that Poipole is going to break me, but I am hoping that in this game, if they add Poipole back in, they do not shiny lock it. Oh, that's not gonna be fun. That's not. Well, I think is it faster to reset on Sun and Moon? Actually, I think it's faster to reset Sun and Moon than it is this. Well, not this, but Sword and Shield anyway. It's not that bad. That's Sun and Moon's not bad. Yeah, we actually have a hunt going on in Ultra Moon and a hunt going on in Ultra Sun. In Ultra Moon, we have a Masuda hunt that we're doing for, Minior. Love Minior shiny. And then in our Ultra Sun, we have the Poipole shiny hunt, because Poipole is, Poipole is not affected by the shiny charm anyway. So this is, like, peek behind the curtain into the psyche of, like, Maxis from, like, 4 years ago. When I got my Ultra Sun version, this was, like, around the time I started recording. But I wasn't, like, dead set on, like, I'm gonna keep streaming, and I'm gonna do streaming, I'm gonna do recording a lot more. And I was like, someday, I'm going to shiny hunt for the channel. And I'm gonna shiny hunt Poipole. I am going to not finish this playthrough of Ultra Sun. So the day that I hunt and get my shiny Poipole, I will use that on my completion team. And that was something that I got like 4 years ago. And is like, you know what? I'm gonna do it then. I haven't played it. I don't disagree, Mudkip. Ultra Moon was the one I got first. And I prefer Ultra Moon. I like Lunala. But I enjoy both games. Yeah. Ultra Moon, I've beaten twice. I haven't beaten Ultra Sun at all. Yeah. Again, I never beat the Ultra Sun file. The whole point was I don't beat Ultra Sunfile. I do not beat the Ultra Sunfile, so I shiny hunt the Poipole, then I beat it. That was always the overarching plan. And I mean, call it forethought or foresight, or call it pure inane stupidity. I don't know which one it is, but it's maybe it's both. It's some combo of both. I don't know which is greater. Daytime IRL is. I agree, Mudkip. I like the daytime. I like the nighttime during the day. The only thing though is that the only thing about Ultra Moon I didn't like was I got the event Dusk Lycanroc at the start of the game, and needing to wake up stupid early to do that time of the day evolution sucked. Cause, you needed to wake up at, what, like 5 something in the morning in order to do that? Or, I mean, you could change your DS's time, but then it time locks things for 24 hours. So meaning I would have to either reset my DS a day in advance, which I just didn't do, or read the thing, not play the game for like 24 hours, and then do it. Shiny Robin Hood. Exactly, Omar. How you doing, Cuban? How you doing, Potato Cubing? You don't get that until the end of the game, Mudkip. You don't get the alternate world until endgame. And this was for a playthrough team that I wanted to use. Which, I'll be honest, to this day, Dusk Lycanroc is my favorite form of Lycanroc, and I don't think anything's going to change that. It's just, it's such a strong design, in my opinion. It is a strong look. It is iconic, one could say. I do not, unfortunately. Nope, those are not sparkles. None of those are sparkles. Don't forget about the mirror. I know. Yeah, the mirror world. Yeah, a lot of people do, and I think the mirror world was a good idea. I just think the only issue with it is you have to get like super late game. And, like, there's a couple of things you probably want on a playthrough team that you can't really use for that for. It was helpful for evolving stuff, though. It was really helpful. The thing I like is that they realized, okay, people are going to be messing with the time on their DS to do this. We should probably make a way of circumventing it. And I like that they did that. Again, forethought. They showed forethought. They showed a good degree of forethought with it. Yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but Alola is the only generation of which I love all 3 starters and can use all of them, like, fun in a playthrough. There's a couple of generations I do like all 3 starters, but generally there's always the odd one out that, like, I just do not enjoy using in a playthrough of that game. Like the big one is my first starter ever, actually, was Empoleon. But I don't really enjoy using Empoleon in a playthrough of Sinnoh, because it, for a long time, just does not get very good moves. And it doesn't really have a great tight matchup against a lot of things, as well as, again, its moves are kind of garbage for a significant portion of the game. And it just doesn't make it the most fun Pokemon to use. Because, like, you need to just... You need to, like, babysit that thing with TMs. Well, TM/HMs with, like, Surf and stuff, but... And I don't really find that fun. Granted, BDSP did make it a little bit more, workable. They did give it a couple of moves a little earlier, which is good. But, like, it's nothing like, you can go frickin' Unga Bunga stupid, funny, high ridiculous damage on just, like, Infernape and Grottle super early. Legends is... Wait, you mean Legends or do you mean Platinum is mid? So I would say both are... Both, like, I'd say, like, yeah, Legends is mid. Platinum is a good atmosphere. Like, Platinum is... To date, I think Platinum has probably the 4th best atmosphere of any Pokemon game. It does ambiance very, 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 very well. This game, I think, does ambiance a little better than that, but again, that's also because, like, you know, the 3D graphics, the 3D environment, the dynamic soundtrack. Sword and Shield, like, does ambiance. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Mudkip. I would very agree on that. You know what? If we ever raid Sly, we just do Legends is mid-raid. Oh, that's... I'm putting that as, like, a command. And we're gonna do that to Sly sometime if she's in chat there. Oh, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I get why people love Legends. You know, it is a very good breath of fresh air. No, it is a very good breath of fresh air and a very big game changer in the style of the Pokemon games. So I can certainly understand why people do enjoy it. But as someone who really loves to battle, was not especially my cup of tea. I can appreciate it for what it is, even if it isn't my cup of tea. Shiny, give me sparkly Rowlet. Top it off, we gotta say BDSP is the best Pokemon game of it. No. We want to slightly grease. We don't want to go full tilt trigger mode. We don't want to lie, Mudkip. We don't want to lie. I mean, I enjoyed BDSP for what it was, but I will not say it is the best game on the Switch for the Pokemon. I would say this game is far better. This is because it's story. Story mode is good. I'm a sucker for story mode. Like, I love an in-depth story and lore. I have to say lore that way. Lore. Give me my sparkles. Shiny teeth that sparkle. Look at this happy little ball. Look at the happy Rowlet ball. It is happy ball. Delete. 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 Nope. I just want some more 0 speed ones. I don't need more 0 speed ones. I just like them. It is. It is extremely mid. It is a very, very mid game. Nice, Darth! Full on shiny Ditto. Delightful. I have a shiny Ditto, but I got it in Dynamax Adventures. I think I got 2 of them in Dynamax Adventures, actually. I think I gave the second one away already. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember 110%. But yeah, I have a shiny Ditto I got from DAs. Yeah, most of my most difficult to acquire shinies I actually just got from Dynamax Adventures. That's how I got my Salazzle, that's how I got my Frostlass, as I say, the coward's way out. And I don't care that it's the coward's way out. I am not hunting a female Salazzle, Salandit, to get us on Salazzle. I'm not doing that. I shiny hunted for female Combi to get Vespiquen. I'm not doing that fracas again. Fracas is a fun word. It is a very, very fun word. Rowlet Ball. Alright. Probably, my guess would be Scarlet and Violet. But I could be wrong on that. Oh yeah, there's a gimme goal. Rowlet Ball. Little tuxedo bird. Bow tie. Bow ties are cool, as Matt Smith The doctor says. Yeah, I used to watch Doctor Who when I was like in high school. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. Then Peter Capaldi came out and was like, yeah, Peter Capaldi's mid. Who we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Do we raid Mr. Landowski? Do we raid Mr. Landowski? Nah. Let's go raid Brandon R24. I'm not gonna play Subnautica. It is not my kind of game. It is very much not a Metamaxis game. Alright. That is all of our eggs today. We count this off at 300. Oh look, it's not sparkly. Alright, we're gonna go raid Brandon R24. The guy who accidentally failed a Masuda hunt. Yes. I will see you guys next time. Let's rock and roll. He didn't fail the Masuda hunt this time. He a few months ago he released a shiny Sprigatito he hatched via Masuda method. For context on that. See you guys next time.